Hi, I'm Max.
And I'm Skylar.
Recently, we decided to start watching Bob's Burgers to see what it was all about.
And it didn't take us long to become completely obsessed with the show.
But one of the things we love the most about the show is the brilliant end credit sequences.
Which is why we created this podcast.
Each week, we're going episode by episode to talk about the elaborate end credits.
We're excited to have you join us right here on Bob's Credits.
We'll make sure the Bob's Burgers end credits get the credit they're due.
All right!
Chip chip-a-roo, burger flippin' professionals.
Ooh, we're going to talk about the yips, and I can't wait.
Yeah, there's lots of yips in this episode. I've had yips throughout my entire life.
Oh, I can't wait to hear about that.
I don't know, just yips.
The flip
I got
yips?
the yips right now.
Okay.
I don't even know how to do what I'm doing. How do we do this?
Wait.
Oh, God, now I'm overthinking
Oh, my God,
it.
I'm overthinking it. What's
Stop.
next?
Stop.
No, you stop.
Stop. We have
Where's
a Patreon.
Pesto's
We
underwear?
have to do our Patreon burger pun names.
Okay.
Okay, take a breath. The yips are gone. We're good. We're in our Jimmy Pesto underpants, and we have a new Patreon subscriber to thank, and we have to burger pun their name.
Good save, babe.
Wow, we're back. Thank you so much, Greg Zagwin. Moving forward, you will be known as the Egg Zag Gin Burger. I really hope you can use gin for cooking because
Of course you can.
Okay, sure. She
It
says
burns
so.
off.
It's better than
Yeah.
for drinking, right? Who drinks gin?
British people. They love their G&Ts.
Oh, interesting.
We just had this conversation. They sell gin and tonics in little cans, pre-mixed.
Okay. I'm not big on gin. I don't know that a gin drink that I like. And you know what? Ryan Reynolds' alcohol company is gin.
Well,
so how
then
do you feel about that?
I'm anti-gin.
Yes. So thank you so much, Greg. We hope you're enjoying all of those bonus features over on Patreon. And we hope you're enjoying the Discord community. You know, if you'd like to have your name burger punned here on the show, or even if you don't, and you just want access to all of our bonus episodes, there are so many there, over 60.
Yep.
Yeah, just go subscribe to Patreon, patreon.com/BobsCredits, or the bonus episodes are on Apple Podcasts if you just want to subscribe there.
Yeah, just click a button. I do, not to plug our Patreon more, but I do want to tell everyone that we're in the middle of the greatest showdown of every single side character on Bob's. Like, who's gonna
be the ultimate
be
side
the
character.
ultimate?
We are doing, yeah.
In this episode, I was like, oh, I was so hard on Miss Schnurr on our part 1, and she got so many points watching this episode we're going to cover now. So I'm having some buyer's remorse for my decisions, but what's done is done. We're on to part 2.
It's a very objective series, I'd say.
Yeah.
What I love about it is that, so we're going like categories to try and find the ultimate side character. So the first one we did was like Wagstaff staff.
Yes.
Up against each other in like a bracket form.
And then one person wins.
Moves on to the next round
Yeah.
to play, to, you know, go up against whoever wins, like the Wagstaff students.
Yes.
So we're going to find the ultimate side character that way. But what I like about that is that all of our patrons get to fill out their own brackets. And what I think we should do over there is, if there's a big difference, we let someone back into the running based on who our patrons select. So
I love that.
yeah.
How about 2 people? We'll let 2 people back in.
I think from every category, if there's a big difference between who we ended up with and who is, if there's like if there's like at least 3 people saying this person should be in there,
Yes.
we bring them back in.
I totally agree. All right, that's patreon.com/BobsCredits. But Max Miller, are you ready for Skylar Sides, the fun facts before the fun facts?
Dish it, girl.
Y'all, I was chatting with our dear listener Antea in our DMs, and she is French, and we were having the classic conversation, like when we recommend Bob's Burgers, we always recommend a later season, not starting with season 1 or 2 if we're trying to convert our friends. And she said to me, she was like, I always recommend my friends who are French, because she lives in France, to watch it in English, because in French, all of the puns are, you know, they're kind of left out, because the chalkboard puns stay there because it's in the animation, but the dialogue changes because, you know, American English puns don't work in other languages, because puns, you know, are based on words, you know? So she says that the humor and like the cultural references you have to watch it in English to really get the true essence of the show. But little old me is like, I have to hear what French dubbing sounds like, because I had heard like Linda is voiced by a woman, but Tina is still voiced by a male voice actor. So I just was like, I gotta look this up. And let me tell you, it did not disappoint.
I'm so excited for this.
Now, you get to choose. Would you like to hear the iconic Tinosaurus Rex driving scene first, or would you like to hear just a clip of the family first and hear all the different voices?
Let's start with Tyrannosaurus Rex.
You're going to
scene.
die.
Okay.
Vas-y, essaie de tourner.
That's Bob.
Mais pourquoi tu grognes comme ça? C'est bien. Calme-toi, en douceur, doucement. Bah, c'est bien. Là, tu te diriges vers la seule autre voiture du parking. T'as largement le temps de tourner, Tina. Donc, n'hésite pas. Tourne du côté que tu veux. Voilà. Mais pas en même temps. Tu choisis un côté et tu tournes le volant.
Okay. I've heard enough.
Tell me your experience.
I have two.
Should we remind people what happens in the scene?
Tina is in an empty parking lot learning how to drive. There's one car in there, and she's slowly approaching the car.
And Bob is in the passenger seat being like, okay, good, Tina, that's great, but you need to brake. You need to brake.
My description of Tina's is 1, constipation.
Me too.
Okay.
That's my exact word.
2, which could also be constipation, is possessed. It sounds like the demon in like The Exorcist.
Did you think it was going to be that different?
No, I don't know why it's that different. Why does it have to be that different?
It doesn't sound like
What
anxiety.
What does translate to? Is it just like
we'll
a
ask
French
Anthea.
man?
Someone in the comments on Reddit said that Tina sounds like she has smoked Miss Lebon's under the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which probably is this French actor. I can only assume is smoking. It's a lifestyle.
I don't know. Okay. All right. Would you like to hear the rest of the family?
Yes, I sure would.
So this is from The Kids Run the Restaurant. So we have Bob getting really anxious while he cuts a tomato. Louise is playing a cup game with Tina, and Gene is working on his gumball. What's interesting, I could not find a source to confirm this, but someone told me that Linda and Louise are voiced by a mother-daughter pair.
Oh.
I know.
I hope that's true.
I know.
That's so cute.
T'as bientôt fini d'enlever les chewing-gums collés sous le bar, Jean?
Ouais, et j'ai presque fini ma tête de gomme. Et c'est pour toi, tête de gomme. Encore.
Calme-toi, Jean. Je sais que tu penses bien faire, mais tu nous aides pas, là.
Ah non, je pense pas bien faire.
Allez, c'est parti. Sous quelle
Oui.
tasse se trouve le lait, Tina? Sois bien attentive à ce que je fais. Où est-ce qu'il est, hein? Où est-ce qu'il est?
Louise?
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Tu sais où est le lait?
Non.
Alors occupe-toi de tes oignons. Et est-ce qu'il est là ou bien encore là?
Il est là.
That's Tina.
Maintenant tu le bois.
Okay. I love Louise's voice.
It's sweet.
It's adorable.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
That's all I've got for you, unless you want to hear a quick clip of Sunny Side Up of Summer, which
We gotta
is
hear him
so
sing.
good.
We got to hear him sing. Is there a particular part I should start it at?
No, I kind of
Like-
just want to listen through to when Linda says, "Oh, Bobby."
Yeah.
Dans notre métier.
Oh Bobby, j'aime tant ce que j'entends. Pas de diarrhée en vue pour le moment. Et il faut garder ce suroptimisme constant.
Et on pourra profiter, rire et chanter tout l'été.
Okay, should we hear the kids?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
This is
Chaque
Tina.
fois que je le vois, oh c'est fou comme se met à danser mon cœur. Genre comme ça.
C'est pas mal.
Oui, je
Okay, and now I just want to hear the slow part with Louise.
Oh,
Yes.
I love this part. We'll have a little Gene here too.
Je serai une célébrité.
Toute la journée, j'essaie de positiver. Oui, c'est vrai, tout va bien. Je ne cache vraiment rien, je dis tout de.
Okay, I'm in love with French Louise. She's adorable.
She is so sweet. It really works.
That's a great, like, the way that, like, Tina doesn't sound like Tina, at least with the
Yes.
This sounds like French Kristen Shaw to me.
Yeah, it
So
totally
well done.
does.
Well done.
Well done.
Okay, well, I will be listening to the entire Bob's Burgers movie soundtrack in French from now on.
Yeah, Lucky Ducks is really good. All right, that was a very long Skylar Sides. I have some really great quick bombshells for next week. They're just really fun. But let's get into it. Oh no, we have Max Pun or Bob Pun.
Still learning how these things go.
Yeah, we're half in
You got the yips. You got the yips. It's fine. We are doing pest control trucks this week. Are you ready for your first pun, Skylar?
Are they in French?
No.
No.
No, they are not. Your first pun is the good, the bad, and the bugly.
That's great. Ooh, could go either way. Max.
Bob's.
Shit. Man.
Your next pun is final pestination.
Max.
Bob's.
God damn it.
Your next pun is dead rodent society.
Oh, please be Max. Max.
Yes.
Yay!
There you go.
Round of applause.
And
If you're not familiar, because you're not American, that's Dead Poets Society, one of my all-time favorite Robin Williams films.
Yeah, in France it's called the Murder.
Murder?
I don't know. And your final pun is the pear ant trap.
Oh my God, Max, is that you?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
round of applause for Max Miller.
You saved yourself at the end there.
With the compliments, just complimenting the shit out of you.
Yeah, just keep it coming. Should we get into this episode?
Let's do it. I'm so excited.
Skylar, can we have the title and synopsis for Season 9, Episode 15, please?
The title is The Fresh Princ-ipal. When Louise wins being principal for the day, her first order of business is trying to break into the cabinet of confiscation. It's her priority until she realizes she can use her power to help the recently fired Mr. Frann get his job back. Meanwhile, Bob has the flip yips, all because Teddy asked him how he flips a burger.
This episode came out on March 3rd, 2019. It was written by Greg Thompson and directed by Tyree Dillahay.
I love this episode. Do you love this episode?
I do love this episode.
Is this how you do a podcast?
This is how you do a podcast.
Okay.
We definitely have the yips ourselves.
What do you love about it?
I love Louise-centric episodes where we see her soft sidekick in.
Yeah.
She can't do it. She wants to be full evil, but she can't do it.
She can't
It's
do it.
not
She
in
has
her.
a conscience.
Yeah.
What I loved about this Louise episode, first of all, it's just firing on all cylinders. Every joke, every plot. And then what I love about this, like, Louise, in quotes, a Louise has a conscience episode, is the stakes are really freaking high. Like, for Mr. Frann to lose his job, they got me feeling sorry for Mr. Frann.
It was pretty sad.
Yeah.
What else is he going to do?
And
what else does he have?
Yeah. And I liked that we as an audience find him so annoying and so guidance counselor-y. I like that we learned, like, oh, wait a second. He's annoying because he actually cares. And that's pretty important to have, like, an adult in a school that actually cares about the children. So
Yeah, he is the anti-LeBons.
yeah, the anti-Ron.
The anti-Ron?
Isn't that the guy that was going to replace him, or is it a different name?
Yes, yeah. But I just
Mhm.
mean, like, Miss LeBons doesn't seem to
Yeah,
really
care
care.
too
She's
much.
just there. She's doing her job. She wants
Yeah.
to go home and have a margarita.
Martini Wednesdays or whatever.
Yeah. And I love Louise, just like most kids would be like, oh, okay, so that's all I get to do as principal? Fine. But she's like, no, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to be the actual principal. I'm going to get into Principal Spore's office. I'm going to change all the rules to rules that I want here. And I am going to get into the cabinet of confiscation.
Yes, I love that too. Us women need more of that, like, no, No, I'm getting what I won. Thank you very much. And I like that she, even before she helps Mr. Fun, she's actually making the school better. I think
both I and Jocelyn would agree with you on that. Lots of good Jocelyn in this episode.
so
sign
much
me up.
good, Jocelyn. I think on our YouTube, I think our next video is going to be the best Jocelyn quotes ever. So I'm super excited to research that. But yeah, I also really love the climax of the episode. It's just really brainy and smart how Louise sabotages the new guidance counselor. I just was really satisfied watching her plan play out.
Yeah, by the way, the new guidance counselor, Dawn, is voiced by Joe Latrulio, who is from Brooklyn Nine-Nine and a bunch of other things. Like he's in Superbad. He's in a lot of comedy movies and TV shows. We last heard him on here as Lionel, the head chef at Fennel and Fog in Secret Admirer.
Oh.
From season 6.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, he's done a bunch of voices on the show at this point.
I thought it was a great performance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we talk about the B story?
Yes, we should. Bob gets a yips, so he can't flip. And I feel so bad for him in this episode.
I do too. When I wrote in my notes, "Unhinged Bob!" ! Like when he finally has a breakdown and he tells Linda, "Hold me." I love Unhinged Bob. It takes so much to get him there, and if there's an pushing Bob to his brink, I'm gonna like the episode.
Have you ever had that happen to you where it's something that you do on a routinely basis and then all of a sudden you're overthinking, you're like, why can't I do this?
Yeah, there was actually a day on Monday, and I've had some stressful things going on in my life, and I did a writing marathon. So I was staring at my computer. I wasn't eating. I wasn't drinking water. And I went to go into the kitchen to do a very mundane task. I can't remember what it is, but I fully forgot. And I was almost oh my God, is my brain okay? It was actually really scary.
Whoops.
What about you?
Sometimes you know that of course you know, you're my wife and you're here,
and
that I swim on a regular basis, swim laps.
Yes.
Did you know that about me?
I do.
Did you know that I sometimes leave
the
our apartment and go for a swim?
Yes.
For exercise?
Yeah.
Okay. At least twice a week. Are you aware? But sometimes I'll jump in there, and if I think about what I'm doing, I don't do my strokes properly.
My
it has to
God.
be completely mindless.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, what the hell just happened? Why can't I
I'm getting
do this?
Anxious thinking about it.
So it's sometimes I just gotta jump in and put my music on that I listen to and
just go. You should get some Italian flag swim shorts.
Little
what are they called?
Skivvies. You call them skivvies.
I call them skivvies, but they're called swim jammers.
Swim jammers, yeah.
Which is...
They're not quite Speedos, but they're short enough. Yeah.
And of course, do you ever have a dream, I'm sure, because this is a cliche, where you want to scream or you want to tell someone, but you can't, your voice doesn't work?
Yeah. Those are probably the ones where you hear me going whimpering.
Yeah. Both Biscuit and Max whimper in their dreams. It's really funny.
Yeah.
I love that Teddy is the catalyst for this.
Of course it's Teddy.
Yes.
I don't quite understand the solution, but I'm all for it.
Really?
Yeah.
To trick your mind to thinking about something else?
I guess so. Well, yes, I get that. I just mean, why are we putting on dirty Pesto underwear?
It icked me.
Yeah, it's gross.
I got the icks.
It's gross.
Did you think it was funny, or was it just icky to you?
It's gross to me.
Yeah.
My brain can't get past the grossness of it.
Yeah, I guess
especially when Teddy sniffs it, says they're not clean.
I blocked that out of my head.
Yeah.
I guess putting on a podcast wouldn't have the comedic effect that maybe a TV show would want it to have.
Yeah, it's not. It's just here, Bob, listen to this podcast while you cook. Oh, there you go.
I've done it.
Yeah.
I do like the puns about the underwear when Jimmy comes in. He's like, "What are you guys talking about? I don't get the joke." That is fun.
Yeah, but we shouldn't have told Jimmy what was going on anyway. Let's leave Jimmy out of this. Come on. You
It's
should
so
know better.
gross.
If Jimmy comes in the restaurant, just act like everything's okay.
Yes.
Don't tell him Bob has the yips. You know how Jimmy is.
Did
He's going to be
Linda
a little
say
dick
that?
about it. Yes.
Linda.
Don't tell him.
Don't tell him.
Let Bob figure this out on his own.
All those poor cows.
Yeah, that's a lot of wasted meat.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for anyone who ate at the restaurant that day when Bob wasn't at the top of his game. Because if I'm going to go get a Bob's Burger, I want A+ Bob.
I bet his burgers are so good.
Yeah.
The patties did look very good. Like when he was flipping them in the beginning, I was like, do I want a hamburger? So if you get the ick with these underwear, how do these end credits work for you?
The end credits are fine with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But we'll get into that. One fun fact I have for you, and this is totally ripped from fandom, but it's the second episode where Linda misinterprets a Kevin Costner movie.
Oh my God, funny.
The first one was in Moody Foodie. She called Tin Cup Tin Cups.
Okay.
And this one was, which one was she talking about again? Bull Durham, but they called him Bill.
I don't know Kevin Costner movies.
What?
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 Bull Durham.
No, that's why
Tin
I said I
Cup.
don't get. No, I have
Field
not.
of Dreams.
Yes, I've seen Field of Dreams.
Okay. I'm all out of Kevin Costner movies. What else do you want to say about this episode?
I think it's a perfect episode. I think it's great. And as much as I was waxing poetic about the Goose episode, because I love a Tina-centric episode, I'm like, oh no, but I love a Louise episode too. She just, love that girl.
The fact that she would let go of all of that stuff in the cabinet of confiscation to fix this situation. Oh, look at me. Who's a poet now? She's the best. I love
I
Louise.
wanna
I'm
adopt
so
her.
proud of her because I think I would go for the cabinet confiscation.
Really?
There's some good stuff in there.
Find some stink bombs, put them in your neighbor's
Yeah, I don't like the
mailbox.
dead snake. That's not so great.
Wasn't it a spider?
No,
Or
it
a
was a snake. Yeah.
That's not cool.
No, it's so gross. Just want to point out also that we'd mentioned the Jocelyn's firing on all cylinders and the part where Louise changes chewing gum to a class.
Yes.
Counts the class, and Jocelyn's like, I might actually pass now or
I
whatever.
might actually pass now. That was so good. Before we get into the credits, I do need to mention I love Tina and Jean's request from their principal sister. Tina wants a sensual dancing to reggae class.
Yeah, which is going to come into play in the end credits.
And Jean wants it to be funny hat day, even though the kids have already come to school and have no access to funny hats.
It's not going to stop Jean,
No.
arguably the most creative of the Belcher kids.
Yes. This is like random before we jump into the credits. I've been having trouble sleeping lately, so I've been watching just random episodes of Bob's on my phone, and I just watched Apple Core, the one where they dress up as Twister.
Oh, yeah, Apple Gorchard, but not scary or whatever,
Yes.
but not gory.
It's so good. These three siblings together are just like the perfect trifecta. It's an underrated Halloween episode.
Agreed.
So let the record state it.
Should we get into the end credits?
Yes.
Okay, the last moment is Louise has given Mr. Frann his job back because she's able to do that, apparently. By the way, it still makes me sad that like he kind of got his job just because the other guy was fired. It wasn't like, we'll get someone else to come in here.
Yeah, but to be fair, that other guy was only hired because of nepotism. So it's not like he lost his job because he wasn't good at it.
So the kids are helping him bring his stuff back into his office.
Good negotiation. Maybe you should have asked for a better parking place.
Come on, let's move you back into your office.
It's a good thing you didn't grab all your stuff yet.
This is all my stuff.
Oh.
You know, Louise, as a principal today, you were actually pretty good.
Thanks, Mr. Frann. You're pretty good for noticing that.
Whoops, it's fine. Don't look.
I'm doing a dance, 'cause I got pesto in my pants.
Okay, tell me.
Before I tell you, I just want everyone's opinion. Kristen Shaw sounds sick to me in this episode, like she has a cold. I don't know if I'm just imagining it. when you rewatch this episode, let me know what you think.
Please report on whether or not Kristen Shaw was sick.
What? You're making fun
I'm not making
of
fun of you. I'm not making
me.
fun of you. I'm curious if people think that Kristen Shaw was sick in March of 2019.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, so we have the classic kitchen end credit sequences, but we have this song, this sensual music.
It's reggae, yeah, like a reggae beat. You can hear it coming over the end of the last scene there.
Love that
it's like
transition.
like an upstroke on guitar chords for
you know
reggae.
Music so much better than me. I can't even tell you. I would never think that. See, I'm the dancer. You're the musician. I'm Tina, you're Jean.
Oh, I'll take it.
Yeah. And so we have a very almost naked Bob flipping his burgers. He is still wearing Jimmy Pesto's Italian. Are those called briefs or boxers? Briefs.
Yeah.
Of course they're not boxers.
Tidy whities, but not whiteys entirely.
Exactly. But he still has the apron on. So, and of course we see his tattoo from Equestronauts.
It's basically what he wore to dance sexy for Linda.
Yeah, in the striptease episode.
Yeah.
But he has the apron tied around him, which is hilarious to me. And he is swaying those hips. He is bodacious. It's so much more fluid than we've ever seen Bob move before.
He's in the zone. He's back in the zone. He can do any movement and his flips are not going to be ruined. Like he's just like, he can swing those hips all he wants to. He's still flipping burgers perfectly.
And the way the apron tie is flouncing around, I think it adds so much to how much Bob is really shaking those hips. It's I don't know why I find it so funny, but I do.
It's great. And then obviously Tina is facing us and is dancing sensually. She likes to dance to reggae music in a sexual manner.
Love you, Tina girl.
Yeah. And Bob's singing a song, and we'll hear more of him singing this song.
I'm doing a dance, 'cause I got pesto in my pants. My burgers would not flip, my spatula had yips.
So Linda comes into the window, but she's not just coming in to grab the burger, she's dancing a little bit.
I'm going to call them otter paws. She does this a lot.
Oh, otter paws. I thought you were going to say otter pops. Did you have those as a kid?
No.
Oh, it must have been before your time.
What are those?
They're like the long, like plastic fruit popsicles that like you would just like eat out of.
Loved those.
Okay.
We would buy them we weren't even members of Costco. If I'm remembering this correctly, I would make my mom use someone else's Costco's card to buy a full freaking box of those things.
Oh, they're so great. You cut off the little top and
yes.
eat them. So you didn't have the Otter Pop ones, or you did have the Otter Pop ones?
I just didn't know the name. Of course we had the Otter Pop ones.
There were like knockoffs. I'll put a picture of the Otter Pops in the carousel.
They're just plastic and you cut them off. And like when you buy them before you freeze them, they're just like literally neon sugar water.
Yeah, if you let them melt, it's just pure sugar.
Yeah.
It's like eating liquid pixie sticks.
Yeah.
Oh, great stuff. Yeah, so she's doing Otter Pops.
Does that make sense? You know how... Oh, no. What do you call biscuit when he stands
on... A meerkat. So meerkat paws.
Meerkat paws, because they're just like up in front of her.
That's how Linda loves, like, she got like a little like limp wrists.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like in the credits, that Halloween episode where she dresses...
The mermaid.
Yes.
I know. That's an early... That's
It's the first Halloween episode.
Full bars.
It's full bars. And it's when Bob kills Teddy's hamster and she dresses up like a mermaid. And when she's scooting to Bob in her tight mermaid flipper, she has her hands like little ferrets.
Yeah. Oh, now it's a ferret.
Ferret paws.
Ferret.
Yeah.
Ferret, otter paw, meerkats.
Yep.
So everyone's dancing along to this music and Bob's glorious song. We're just missing Jean.
And the lyrics are great, so we'll go through those too.
Yep.
But now I have no
arms
more
are in
care
the hair.
in tight Italian underwear. I'm doing a dance.
Doing the dance.
'Cause I got pesto in my pants.
Give it up, give it up, give it up.
I'm doing a dance.
Okay, so Linda comes back in for her like backup vocals, and she's doing it. This one is almost more like a hula move.
Yes.
Like she's putting her hands out to the side as Bob really gets into this last part of the song.
I have never seen Bob so sensual. It's very hula-esque, like so smooth and buttery. I'm like, who are you?
Yeah, this is Bob when he doesn't have the yips. And Gene makes his appearance coming across the screen in his bird costume, but this time he has his wacky hat that he made out of construction paper on the fly. Gene, you're incredible.
God bless him.
Do you want the lyrics to Bob's song?
Do, because they're fantastic. Also, Louise is doing this like plie releve move. Anytime she's dancing differently than normal at the kitchen counter, I'm just like, girl, your calves must be on fire.
Yeah, she always is like gonna like, it's all leg work
Releve,
for her.
yeah.
I don't know what that means, but yes. French.
Yes. I think it means to rise. So you can figure that out.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So the lyrics are, I'm doing a dance because I got pesto in my pants, obviously. Then Bob sings, my burgers would not flip. My spatula had yips. But now I have no more care in tight Italian underwear. And then goes back to the chorus, the doing the dance with Linda backups. And I love when Linda does the heavy, like, reggae backups.
Yes.
The
Yes.
pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
The
It
Red Hot Chili Peppers song.
Yeah, it almost starts to become a little bit more ska than reggae, which obviously was influenced by reggae, but I love it.
I love
the
it so
song.
much.
I love everyone in these end credits.
Wait, but you didn't read the lyrics about I've got pesto in my pants.
I did read those.
No, I was just listening.
That was at the very beginning.
Oh, I thought he says it multiple times. It icks me out. I don't know why that line, like, I'm like, ugh.
It is gross. There's multiple. If he has pesto, like the sauce in his pants, that's gross.
Not into it. Yeah.
If he has Jimmy pesto in his pants,
not into it.
If he has Jimmy Pesto's pesto in his pants, definitely not into it.
Exactly. You get it.
Yeah.
You get it.
What kind of pesto do you think is in Bob's pants? Comment and let us know.
See? Do you see this face?
I can't. Luckily, there's a microphone in front of it.
Ugh.
Should we score him?
Yes.
We score on a scale of 1 to 10 H's at the end of French Tina's I'm going to use French Tina's in here for that. I'll let you go first. I'm mulling it over.
9.5.
I'm going to do 9.5.
Nice. It's
almost
not a 10
perfect.
for me.
I don't know. I think the pesto in the pants makes me squeamish and takes away from my enjoyment of the whole thing.
And those 10s I really like to reserve for when they're funny and like hit you emotionally, or I get all the family feels. You know, we try and keep the 10s a little special.
I don't like pesto looming over my end credits, I gotta say.
The character.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yeah. So it takes it down a little bit for me. But overall, every character in these end credits is doing their thing and doing what that character does best. Mm-hmm. And Bob being happy and singing along to some reggae.
Uh-huh.
Tina dancing sensually to reggae. I love that this is a thing for her. Like, she likes to put on some reggae and dance like this.
Yes.
It's just great.
Maybe a little holdover from her
Capoeira days. Yeah. Those are the end credits to the Fresh Princ-ipal. Thank you for listening. Go follow us on Instagram for that carousel, Bob's credits, but follow us everywhere else. You should be following us. Go watch our YouTube videos. There's lots of good ones on there. We're Bob's credits on there. And hey, I haven't asked this for a long time, but if you enjoy this podcast, if you've listened to every single one, even if you haven't, but you still enjoy it, would you leave us a 5-star review?
Oh my gosh, you can have listened to one episode and give us a review.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
It just helps us out if you have not done it yet for whatever reason. We can't even tell you how much it helps us out. It helps kind of like get the podcast under more people's radar.
Yes, like the algorithm.
And if you do it and you screenshot it and send it to us, we will send you a very fun Wagstaff School sticker.
We sure will, in the mail.
Yeah.
Old school style.
That's how we do it.
I will even send y'all internationally. I'll send you stickers. I have international stickers just for y'all.
Are they in French?
No.
Oh. Okay. Anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
I just want to say stay saucy, y'all, and à tout à l'heure.
Sacre bleu. Uh.